For years, people have watched Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's relationship unfold in public, but every new interview seems to raise even more questions than answers. Now, after Kevin Hart's latest comments reignited the conversation, fans are once again digging through old interviews, searching for the truth behind one of Hollywood's most talked about marriages. But is there still a piece of the story everyone has missed?
He plans to be crazy, it just happens. Crazy just sneaks up on you. Look at Will Smith, he didn't plan that, that just happened. What? He didn't plan that. It just happened. Keep my wife name out your mother. He didn't plan that. Keep my wife name out your mother. She jumped out his goddamn body. You have any idea how crazy you gotta be to make Samuel L. Jackson jump back? Do you have any idea? Keep my wife name. Say, what the happening, Jack? Goddamn. I'm next. I know it. I feel like I'm next. There's a lot of going on, man. I'm stressed the out. I'm about to pop. I'm telling y'all ahead of time.
Kevin Hart recently found himself back in the spotlight after making comments many viewers interpreted as another joke about Will Smith. His remarks came shortly after Jada Pinkett Smith once again made headlines by discussing her marriage, her personal journey, and her longtime friendship with Tupac Shakur. Those interviews reignited conversations that have followed the Smith family for years. Ever since the unforgettable Oscars moment, Will Smith's personal life has remained just as widely discussed as his career. Instead of fading away, every interview, memoir, podcast appearance, and public discussion has added another layer to the story. Kevin Hart's comments only fueled an already active conversation. Whether people saw them as harmless comedy or subtle criticism, the reaction proved that public fascination with Will and Jada's relationship hasn't disappeared. Before looking at the latest developments, it's worth understanding why their marriage continues to dominate headlines. Years of interviews and public reflections have made their relationship one of Hollywood's most talked about stories.
What does that beauty look like for you day in and day out? So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Why do you say that with such a
clarity?
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
You know, I've been living
alone.
I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic. Just to get to know me, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine your life back together, because I'm sure you've seen it, how does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
You'll build that.
We'll build that. And it'll be something.
One of the biggest talking points came when Jada revealed that marriage hadn't originally been part of her life plan. She explained that she and Will entered marriage with different expectations, a revelation that quickly sparked debate online. Some people praised her honesty and openness, while others believed each interview created more questions than answers. As more conversations followed, audiences became increasingly curious about how the couple handled difficult moments behind closed doors. Every new interview seemed to push public interest even further instead of bringing the story to a close.
Does that mean you all can have other partners, but you just have to be respectful of each other?
So people only think in terms of people are trying to put something on it. Will and Jada, what they doing with other people?
Yeah.
Right? Will and Jada ain't really doing too much of nothing. The goal is not a sexual goal. We're gonna love each other
no matter what.
Will offered a different perspective on the relationship. He often emphasized commitment, forgiveness, and growing together through life's challenges, while Jada focused more openly on the struggles they experienced. Rather than avoiding public speculation, both addressed many questions through interviews, memoirs, and red table talk. Their willingness to speak openly gave fans more insight, but also encouraged people to revisit earlier interviews, compare timelines, and search for consistency. Will described their marriage as something that evolved over time, requiring both partners to grow in unexpected ways. His comments answered some questions, but also inspired countless new discussions across social media.
I got into a different kind of entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes.
Was that hard for you sitting there?
No. It's like, no.
How long were you all actually separated? Was it months or years?
We never actually officially separated. We agreed that she had to make herself happy and I had to make myself happy. And then we were going to present ourselves back to the relationship.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Instead of ending speculation, another major interview reignited it. Fans revisited older interviews, compared previous statements, and wondered whether there was still more to the story than had been revealed publicly. Each appearance generated another wave of headlines, proving that interest in Will and Jada's relationship remained as strong as ever. Rather than providing closure, every interview added another chapter to a story that audiences continued following closely.
Situation that I considered private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
When more personal conversations became public, opinions quickly split. Jada explained that some of those events happened during one of the most difficult periods of her marriage, while Will acknowledged that their relationship had faced serious challenges over the years. The interview immediately became one of the biggest celebrity stories online. Clips spread rapidly across social media, with fans analyzing every word, pause, and reaction. Some praised the couple for speaking honestly about personal struggles, while others questioned whether those conversations should have remained private. Rather than settling the debate, the interview created even greater curiosity about how they managed to stay together despite everything they had shared publicly.
And I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Kick me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Public reaction remained divided in the weeks that followed. Some admired the couple's openness, believing their honesty could help others facing similar situations. Others felt the interviews only created more confusion. Entertainment outlets revisited years of previous interviews, comparing older remarks with newer ones to build a clearer timeline. As more clips resurfaced online, viewers noticed how different interviews sometimes presented different perspectives on the same events. That ongoing analysis kept Will and Jada at the center of celebrity news, with every appearance creating another round of headlines and online discussion.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
As time passed, Jada continued speaking about personal growth, emotional healing, and the lessons she learned throughout different stages of her life. While many appreciated her willingness to discuss uncomfortable subjects openly, others believed revisiting the same topics repeatedly only encouraged more speculation. Regardless of opinion, every interview quickly became a trending topic. That constant attention showed just how invested audiences had become in the story of Will and Jada's marriage and why public interest remains so strong.
The person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably. And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
Now, if you're like us, you're probably wondering why August? Well, we'll let Jada explain it.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal some.
Throughout these interviews, one difference consistently stood out. Will focused on forgiveness, growth, and moving forward together, while Jada reflected more on the personal challenges that shaped her journey. Another revelation that surprised many fans was their decision to spend time living separately while remaining committed to one another. That unexpected detail added another layer to an already complex story. Although both continued expressing respect for each other, questions about how their relationship worked only became more common. Every new interview introduced another perspective, ensuring that public curiosity never truly faded.
I can't force Will to do anything.
And you and Will weren't together.
We weren't together as, you know, we were family. I was there with him as family, but we weren't together at that time.
Were you surprised by the reaction and to that moment, both for you but also for Will?
I was surprised at how much. I knew I was gonna get blamed, but like, I didn't think that it was gonna be, I mean, it was insane, you know? It was like, wow. But I knew it was gonna be a storm.
With every new interview, public curiosity continued to grow. Fans, commentators, and entertainment personalities offered their own interpretations, ensuring that Will and Jada remained one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples. Just when audiences believed they understood the relationship, another interview would introduce a fresh perspective. The more the couple spoke publicly, the more people revisited older conversations, searching for consistency. Rather than simplifying their story, every appearance added another layer, keeping audiences invested in what might be revealed next.
Relationship fracture.
Oh, well, why a fracture? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Another interview quickly reignited debate across social media and entertainment news. While previous conversations had already shaped public opinion, these new comments gave audiences another way of looking at the relationship. The phrase transparent marriage became a major topic as fans tried to understand exactly what the couple meant. Some believed Will and Jada were simply being honest about the realities of a long-term relationship. Others felt every new explanation created just as many questions as answers. As older interviews resurfaced, viewers compared statements made years apart, looking for common themes and trying to understand how the couple's views had changed over time.
A woman that don't really like you, you got. Hold on, time out. You're not the first man that said this.
I'm on there. I don't think she does. I think.
What damn? How they gonna be married all these years? At some point in time, you get.
I think she liked the lifestyle. Now, who's she gonna marry with that much money? Oprah. Hey, Oprah ain't gonna have her. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, and then she's mean.
Is she? Well, I don't know anything about it, so I'm just.
Well, I don't know anything about it. I could just see it in her face. For her to sit there, see, a real woman would have said, "Hey, don't get up.
Don't you miss this money?"
No.
Every public appearance seemed to spark another wave of discussion. Fans analyzed facial expressions, body language, and even moments of silence, believing they revealed more than words alone. Whether those interpretations were accurate or simply speculation, they spread rapidly across social media. Entertainment commentators also revisited earlier interviews, highlighting how public fascination had continued long after the original headlines. What began as curiosity about one celebrity marriage evolved into years of ongoing analysis, with nearly every appearance by Will or Jada becoming a trending topic.
You all the time.
Right.
You know, just lots of rumors and tabloids and all of that. And you were very careful in the book not in a whiny way or whatever. Let me clarify this.
Right.
Let me clarify these things that have been said. And one of the things that you are careful to clarify is it was never an open relationship.
Thank you. I'm glad, yes. It was
a transparent. You say it's a transparent relationship. And what do you mean by that?
So transparent meaning, look, I wasn't going to fool myself into thinking that we as 20-some-year-olds, babies, mind you, getting married and living in Tinseltown, spending a lot of time apart, okay, that we weren't going to run into temptation situations.
You're young, beautiful, rich, temptation.
Right.
You're apart a lot. Temptation is raining down on you.
Right, exactly, right? And I'm like, hey, we got to be in partnership with this. Like, I wanted to face it head on and just go, I didn't want to create a culture of deceit or betrayal between us. And I just wanted to be real about it from the gate. I had seen so much just with, I knew what street fame brought dudes, okay? I knew what street fame brought, and I'm like, if street fame does that, I can only imagine what global fame does. And from me, my own experience walking into rooms, all eyes on me, and how intoxicating that was as a young woman. You know what I mean? It's like I had been there and done that, you know, in regards to my earlier years before I met Will. But I just knew that I just wasn't going to set myself up that way. But it was never an open marriage, you know, and like either one of us get to do whatever we want to do. That was never the case.
As you say in the book, it's about eliminating the possibility of betrayal.
Yeah.
If something happens or you want it to happen, talk about it.
Absolutely.
It's the healthiest way to go in.
Listen.
Because it happens to everybody.
to everybody. Listen, if you expect to be with somebody forever, ever, it's like, let's get.
As more interviews were released, audiences felt each conversation introduced another perspective on events that had already been discussed many times. Some saw those interviews as signs of personal growth and reflection, while others questioned why the same subjects continued returning years later. At the same time, older interviews resurfaced once again. Fans compared past remarks with newer ones, attempting to build a complete timeline of everything the couple had shared publicly. Instead of bringing the story to an end, every interview seemed to connect back to another chapter from the past.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us.
Another subject that repeatedly returned to the spotlight was Jada's friendship with Tupac Shakur. Decades after his passing, his name continued appearing whenever Jada reflected on important moments from her life. Those memories often became the most discussed portions of her interviews. Some viewers believed she was simply honoring someone who had played an important role in her youth. Others felt those stories naturally brought renewed attention to her marriage with Will. Regardless of opinion, every mention of Tupac generated fresh headlines and kept public interest focused on the Smith family story.
Speak my truth, but I'm also going to protect you. So if I got to look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm going to do it. Y'all. So, and that wasn't the case. But I wanted him to be okay. Now, also in that moment, two things. As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag. And what that is for me is, I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road. And in that moment...
As public attention continued, the conversation gradually expanded beyond Will and Jada's relationship. Many people began wondering how years of constant headlines and public scrutiny had affected the rest of the Smith family. Living in the spotlight means even personal conversations become public, with every interview examined from multiple angles. Fans increasingly turn their attention toward Jaden and Willow, questioning how growing up under worldwide attention may have shaped their lives. Whether those assumptions were fair or not, the Smith family has spent decades living under extraordinary public scrutiny, and that ongoing curiosity continues to keep their story in the headlines.
Tupac has been dead for about 27 years, so if this proposal did take place, and I'm not trying to doubt my sister at all, but if the proposal did take place, you're talking 30 or more years or so ago. Why is that coming up now? To me, the only reason why I could think that she would bring that up is it's possible that Will might harbor some insecurities over her relationship with Tupac, and she probably felt that that is one of the few things she could bring up to actually get under Will's skin. Because when you look at achievements, Tupac will be probably one of the only rappers who could rival Will in terms of overall success. Now, of course, Will doesn't have the hip hop success of many rappers, but when you add in his acting and what he has done on the big screen, there's not many people who can compete with his body of work. Tupac would be one of them because he was also an actor. And had he not been taken from us, who knows how many box office hits Tupac.
After everything that has unfolded publicly, Will appears to have adopted a different perspective on relationships and personal happiness. In recent interviews, he has focused less on meeting other people's expectations and more on personal growth, emotional balance, and self-awareness. Many fans believe those reflections carry extra weight because they come after years of highly public challenges. Rather than presenting himself as someone with all the answers, Will now speaks about learning through experience, accepting change, and understanding that every relationship requires growth from both people involved. Whether audiences agree with every decision the couple has made or not, their journey has sparked meaningful conversations about marriage, communication, forgiveness, and the realities of maintaining a relationship under constant public attention.
Relationship advice for me is that it's impossible to make a person happy. Don't even play the game, and don't try to have a person make you happy. That you have to discover your happiness and cultivate your happiness on your own, and they have to cultivate theirs on their own, and you come together sharing the happiness you have versus trying to get happiness from them. That was a big one for me, like the retirement from trying to make people happy in all my relationships.
Kevin Hart's latest comments may have reignited the conversation, but they also served as another reminder that public interest in Will and Jada's relationship remains as strong as ever. Years after the biggest headlines first appeared, audiences continue revisiting interviews, memoirs, and public conversations. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.